So this is a video and audio installation. So the box knows you're in here. She tells you to close the door. This piece is part of an ongoing collaboration between myself and the company Temporary Distortion. And Temporary Distortion is a theater and art company that makes productions for the stage that are part sculpture and part theater and part film, and I generally create the video for these shows and I technical direct the work. The artwork is a extension of the work we do on stage, and the work we do on stage always takes place in these claustrophobic boxes, and the performers stand in these boxes, and the video is built in somewhere on the set. This is a way of taking that stage experience and making it a personal experience as a piece of art. That a spectator can actually enter into that world, and then the content and the video of the piece and the music and all the audio is derived directly from the next collaboration with Temporary Distortion. We're making a production called Americana Kamikaze, which is a half play, half film production that's based on Japanese ghost stories. And so we're taking those ideas of ghosts, extending that into this world of the box, and then using the idea in the video that these different characters are either haunted by ghosts, or they are ghosts, or we're witnessing an act of a desperate, lonely person that would, and somehow it's very, it somehow plays into the story. An 8.1 surround sound installation. There's 8 speakers, there's 1 sub, and there is one channel video. You have to experience the whole thing inside of a box. It's called an instrument for the measure of absence because it is about being isolated. The experience is about being isolated and being alone. From that state of being alone, you witness an event through the wall. There's a little peephole in the wall that is how you view the video. It's a self-autonomous piece of art. Is completely automated. It knows when to start the video and the sound, and it knows when to stop it. It functions on its own through the use of Isadora and Ableton Live and a host of other software and hardware. The box has 3 sensors in it. There's a sensor on the door, there's a sensor on the side of the inside of the box, and there's one in front of the eye hole. The box knows when there's no one inside, and when there's no one inside the box, it's sending out whispers, inviting you to come inside the box. And when someone steps inside the box, it knows that they're in there, but it knows the door is open. So the next sensor inside is telling the computer someone's inside, but the door is not closed, so voices start telling them to close the door. And then they close the door, and they're being told to look through the eye hole, and then when they look through the eye hole, the sensor there triggers the video and sound to start. Everything is being processed through software called Isadora. So Isadora is getting in MIDI notes that are coming from each sensor, and then those MIDI notes are what tell us if the door is open and the box is empty, if the door is open and the box is occupied, or the box is occupied and the door is closed, and so forth. So Isadora takes its information from those 4 different states of the box. We derive what's happening in the audio and the video. The next measure is basically how quickly a person steps in and closes the door behind them is what determines which video they see. So if they step in the box very quickly, close the door very quickly, they'll see one video. If they step in and they stand there for a very long time, they see a different video. So it's a measure of time. It's a door. It has all the information to play back the video and play back the light. We're using a LAN box to control the lighting. This is this little guy. It's a LAN box. It takes an Ethernet cable and then sends out DMX. We're using a Motu ultralight to send out all the 9 channels of sound. Mm-hmm. The Motu ultralight is sending out to all these amplifiers. We've got 6 amplifiers. One's a backup, but 5 amplifiers that are in process. And then there's a MIDI controller that's used for setting levels in Ableton Live. And Live is our audio playback software. So that's the short and skinny of it.